There are two types of people who walk into a gym: those who systematically grow stronger and those who unknowingly destroy their own bodies. Every morning, Samer threw himself at the floor for 50 to 100 rapid, frantic push-ups. He kept going until his arms simply gave out. He operated on the assumption that high numbers and burning pain were the primary drivers of muscle growth. Pushing himself to total exhaustion seemed like the logical path to a better physique. But the grind culture approach often creates a false sense of progress, using high repetition counts to mask the reality of physical breakdown. After 8 straight months of this routine, his chest remained flat. Instead of new muscle, he developed a persistent burning sensation in his lower back and severe inflammation in his shoulder joints. He looked in the mirror and felt his body was failing him. As the physical results stalled, his confidence began to decline. This gap between effort and results reveals a disconnect in training logic. It is possible to reach absolute physical exhaustion every day while providing almost zero stimulus to the muscles you are trying to build. Blind effort without biomechanical alignment provides no benefit. It simply accelerates the wear on your joints and tendons. Samer's approach changed when he encountered a specific rule of physiology. Muscles do not respond to mathematical rep counts. They respond to physical tension. Speed lifting relies on momentum to complete the movement. By dropping and pushing up rapidly, the body bypasses the very muscles the exercise is designed to target. This diagram shows the eccentric phase, the controlled downward movement. Resisting the load as the muscle lengthens creates tiny, localized microtears in the fibers. During the concentric phase, the upward push, those same fibers must contract forcefully to overcome the weight, maximizing the engagement of the target tissue. This controlled tension is the specific trigger that forces muscle fibers to adapt and increase in size. To apply that tension correctly, you must fix a common error: flaring the elbows out wide during the movement. In this skeletal view, flared elbows shift the mechanical load away from the chest, placing shear force directly onto the shoulder joints and surrounding tendons. Tucking the elbows inward to a 45-degree angle transfers that load directly into the pectorals. Engaging the abdominal core keeps the spine neutral, ensuring that every ounce of force generated by the arms is used to move the body's weight rather than being lost through a sagging midsection. These strict biomechanical constraints isolate the upper body, forcing the chest to handle the full load of every repetition. Even perfect form fails without oxygen. Holding your breath during exertion creates internal pressure spikes that lead to dizziness and rapid neurological fatigue. Proper respiratory rhythm maintains output. Inhale deeply during the downward descent and execute a sharp, forceful exhale during the upward push. This rhythmic breathing uses internal air pressure to provide stability to the core, allowing the primary muscles to exert maximum force under strain. Applying these principles leads to a counterintuitive conclusion. The workout itself does not build muscle. It creates the damage necessary for growth. Immediately after training, the body is in a stressed state. Muscle fibers are torn, energy stores are empty, and the central nervous system is fatigued. Samer's old habits of minimal sleep and a poor diet prevented him from exiting this state. To recover, the body requires specific inputs: high-quality protein, hydration, and deep rest. Deep sleep provides the window for growth hormone to spike, allowing the body to repair those microtears and rebuild the fibers thicker than they were before. Training breaks the body down in the gym, but the actual growth happens in the hours of quiet rest that follow. Over several weeks, Samer's physical appearance began to reflect his new approach. He moved away from chasing high numbers and focused on the quality of each individual rep. The results became visible. A defined chest line and broader shoulders emerged, confirming that his muscles were finally adapting to the mechanical tension. Every repetition was now a deliberate application of force. He had replaced the habit of rushing through the movement with a focus on specific, measurable control. In the next phase, we will examine the final secret used by professionals to build explosive power, where a single perfect repetition can generate the force of 50 standard ones. Physical transformation is the cumulative result of thousands of tension-filled decisions made over months of disciplined training.